Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm here to share with you series and TV shows of the 2026 when it comes to content that is available to watch on HBO Max. So basically new and returning lesbian content. But before we break it down, please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe to the channel. So let's get right into it and not waste any more time. First, we're gonna start with I Love LA. The 2025 HBO breakout comedy features one of the most talked about recent queer storylines. The suffix centers on, Talua, who's actually a chaotic influencer. A few episodes into the first season, she becomes a very interesting and heated romance with the head chef, in this case named Tess. The show was renewed for a second season, so stay tuned. The plot tracks a tight-knit core group of friends pursuing fame and fortune in Hollywood. They navigate the shallows, the celebrity-obsessed city, and also love at the same time, as they all want to succeed and basically become the best version of themselves. And yes, the two queer characters have a very, very interesting plot in the series because, like I said, they do develop a romance. And I have to say, I haven't heard nobody, I might be wrong speaking about the romance when it comes to Tess and Talua. So stay tuned because I will be doing a review on their story very, very soon. And if you have watched the story, let me know what would you personally rate it in this case from 1 to 10. And then moving forward, we have the classic House of Dragon. The sapphic and queer storyline takes center stage following the groundbreaking romantic developments of season 2. The most prominent focus remains on the ongoing relationship between Queen Riara and Masaria, which transitioned into from a political allies to lovers affair, an unscripted kiss in season 2. There is also other queer characters on the show. Season 3 is out and available to watch, and I feel like, this series doesn't need no introduction. A lot of people have watched it. A lot of people are watching the new, season. So I don't want to get into a lot of spoilers because, I'm just getting into it. So hopefully very soon I can make a review regarding it. And obviously I will only do a review on it if there is an important, lesbian or queer storyline going on in it. So stay tuned. And also I want to say, if you are watching it, what would you personally rate it so far from 1 to 10? In this case, this new season that just got released. Your opinion is important, so drop it down below. Then we have Hack. Season 5 is finally here, and it refers entirely to what to a fan favorite. Deborah is determined to secure her perfect comeback outfit for the upcoming Magician show, a historic, white pop original worn by her hero, Carol Burnett. However, the outfit is currently owned by Kelly, a legendary, out and proud stand-up comedian who hates Deborah's guts. When Deborah attempts to clear the air with Kelly at a restaurant, Ava interrupts the drop air of Deborah's cell phone. Kelly impotently, intercept their natural intimacy and constant bargaining as lovers, spat between a long closeted Deborah and her secret younger girlfriend. So we all know that this, Hex is a all roller coaster ride. Every season you have something different going on. Every season there is something here, something there, something here, something there. But, a lot of people feel like this two might end up together. I don't see how, but, it is what it is. Very classic, very well known on HBO Max, and obviously they had to come back with a season 5. So, yes, this is also a really good one to watch. Moving forward, we have the S Lives of College Girls. The plot of the hit HBO Max series centers on the personal and adventures of the tight-knit group backgrounds, navigating academics, hormones, and also new freedom at the prestigious, in this case, college in New England. Kimberly, a sweet, smart financial student from a working class, and Bella, an aspiring comedy writer who is loud, ambitious, and determined to join historically male, dominate campus. Humor magazine, her arc heavily focused on dealing with, carving out her space in the comedy world, and also, other situations as well. This show is, we do have queer characters. We did have lesbian relationships. We did have, flings. We did have, connections, fling situations, situationships, relationships. I feel like we had a little bit of everything going on, when it comes to lesbian and queer content. So if you guys haven't watched it, I will highly recommend it. To be honest, I feel like It was very well received. A lot of people appreciated, on the dynamic of the series. A lot of people thought it would be a series that came and went, but it actually, he did his thing and got well recognized. And, it actually ended up did getting, very, how can I say, good reviews from the viewers, and it was appreciated. So if you guys haven't watched it, I will highly recommend you also go ahead, go do so. And if you have, like I always say, let me know your thoughts down below. Then moving forward, you cannot make a list of HBO Max content and not speak about Euphoria. So Euphoria season 3, the season leans heavily into the sapphic themes and explicitly cemented Rue Bennett's identity as a lesbian. The season, which premiered in 2026, included the series is in the finale of June 2026, implements a 5-year time jump that transitions the characters into adulthood. The shift, sparked immense, disclosure online regarding LGBTQ plus representation. A 5 year old, Pat Silver Rue moves away from her previous criminal things. She is portrayed as a confident lesbian. Her new lifestyle is far from stable, and she becomes deeply entangled into a situation with her ex, who's also dealing with her own situations. And let me tell you, you watch Euphoria, you know how this ended. It broke my heart. That was the most difficult scene to watch on the show, just because of how everything played out. And I did have hope that these two, they would figure things out and have a happy ever after. But we guess that was not in the books for them, and it was so unfortunate. But at the end of the day, this is a true HBO, classic series that you must watch. Then we have this one that is called Rooster. In the 2026 comedy series, the notable lesbian character is Moo, a real-life lesbian comedian. She is introduced as the outspoken, fierce, protective, and roommate of Sunny. She serves as a sharp comic relief, bringing authentic queer representation and non-nonsense energy to the series. Moo's primary narrative, arc revolves around her intense, disdain of Archie, the pompous history professor who left his wife Katie for Sunny after Archie gets kicked out of his hotel. He moves into Sunny and Moo's apartment. So you all can imagine how difficult that get. Your roommate is involved with a man that just got separated, and now what's gonna happen now? And you are very brutally honest on how you feel. You don't like to sugarcoat things. You don't like to, be a yes man. You always speak your mind. You're very strong. You're very independent, career orientated. You're trying to figure out your best version. And now you have to deal with all this, shenanigans going on in the apartment where you live. So it's a lot that they have to go through. Even though it doesn't focus on her, having a love interest, it does focus more on a roommate friendship type of dynamic, which is also interesting. If you guys haven't watched it, I will highly recommend it. This one is a new series, so yes, so stay tuned, go watch, go support. And if you have watched it, let me know your thoughts. So that's basically it. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys know any other HBO new lesbian content or returning series, please drop it down below. It was kind of hard to make this list, but hopefully it served its purpose, because like I said, HBO, they have been lacking when it comes to, in this case, lesbian representation on series, especially new series. So hopefully, like, you guys can leave some good, recommendations down below in the comments. Until the next video, and goodbye.